Ernie, it's great to have you with us today. Thank you so much for letting us be a part of Better Horses TV. I'm excited today because I've got Colt and Cody out here with me today to help me share something with your viewers that I think is something that could benefit almost everyone out there that's working horses. And it's this concept about using split reins versus one solid rein. And I want to start with the split rein concept. Most people that are riding with split reins don't have much control with their hands. They're not good at moving their hands around on the reins, and their reins are very lightweight and they're too short. The concept of a split rein, especially in the beginning, I need it to have some weight, okay? The weight's gonna be really important, Ernie, when it comes to the timing of my release. I want enough weight in my reins that when I open my hand, gravity will help me out and basically pull that rein towards the ground and give my horse a quicker release just when I open my hand. I also need my rein long enough that the weight of the end down here, the tail end, and if you look here, this rein is thicker at the end. So basically that acts as a counterweight. So when I'm picking up on my reins, this extra weight down here is gonna help bring my reins back into position. But I want you to notice something here. So I've got a piece of tape on these two split reins, and basically both those reins mark the center, Ernie. And what I've got to do on my split reins is I got to keep them separate. I can't put that tape around both pieces because I might have to slide my reins out and adjust where my hands are at. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to get good at finding the center point and keeping those two pieces of tape lined up. So Colt, if you'll hold your hand right there, what I want you to do is slide down, grab this piece of tape, bring that mare's nose around, there you go, and then to go do the other side. This side one more time. There you go. Set your hand down, and now let's get short on those reins. He's just making sure she's soft before he turns loose. Slide down and get short so we can back her up. That'll work. Now bring her right back up here. Stop her there. Now, have you got your tape lined up? So basically, with him riding with these split reins, he's gonna have to be constantly making sure he brings these 2 points back together. In my opinion, if you're not out there training horses, if you don't spend an enormous amount of time on your horse, stay away from the split reins. You can make your life so much simpler if you'll use a rein like this. Now, the concept of our solid rein is it's 9/16 diameter. Even for a small hand like this, it's gonna be easier for him to grip that if this horse is pulling against him. But the 9/16 also gives me some weight to help with that quicker release. Now go ahead and grab there. If you'll slide down to that far piece, bring the nose around, good job, turn loose, do the other side. There you go, turn loose. All right, right there. Now, so this piece of tape marks the center, Ernie. This piece of tape marks the fact that I gotta learn to get short on my reins, okay? It's hard to get short on my split reins and keep these rascals lined up on here. But on this rein, I don't have to worry about that. So I've got these two pieces of tape down here that are really short. Ernie, this is gonna help me get the brace worked out of my horse when I learn to get short, okay? But what I gotta do is I gotta remind myself that if I'm sitting up there in a position to be ready to help my horse, Ernie, I'm gonna be riding two-handed. This piece right here, this marks the center piece. And let's think way down the road. Let's think we're now riding one-handed. We got both reins in one hand, and now I've basically got the neck rein built, or I've got what some people refer to as power steering. I can be lazy, so to speak, but I'm not riding two-handed. For me to make that adjustment from one hand to two hand, from being down here short, look at these other pieces of tape. So here's what I need your viewers to think about as they're out there riding down the trail and they're trying to get their horse refined to the point where they can ride one-handed. They need to be thinking about, I got to get short to get the brace out of my horse, but as time goes by, I won't have to get as short. I'll just be coming to this piece. I won't have to get as short, then I'll just be coming to this piece. I won't have to get as short, then I'll just be coming to this piece. You see how I'm working my way back to the center? I'm working my way back to a point where I'm riding one-handed with both reins in one hand. But I got to work from this point to get there. And I need a rein that's going to let me slide my hand down and move my hands around pretty quick. So Ernie, I think that, you know, for the trail riders, the people that are riding horses that just own horses for fun, they're not training horses for a living. At my clinics, I think this is the one thing that helps people the most, and I'm trying to make sure that my sons benefit from that same thing. So Ernie, thank you so much again for letting us be a part of Better Horses TV. If your viewers would like to learn more about what we do, our clinics, our horses for sale, our lessons we have here in Medicine Lodge, Kansas, they can go to kerrycoon.com and find all that information right there. So Ernie, thanks again. You guys be sure and tell Ernie thank you.